Chondrosarcoma.
And what is that?
So it comes from the bones and joints, and this one's just more complex, and cancer is not supposed to be painful, so that's another reason why I wasn't so worried about it, because mine was very painful. It took a while for a doctor to be able to sit me down and tell me that, and actually my chemo doctor was the one who just looked at me out of nowhere and she was like, has anybody sat you down and told you that you have cancer? And I was like, I've got it in calls or things like that, but I mean, I haven't been able to just sit down there. And I think my first reaction was when they told me that the lung doctor told me it could possibly be a tumor. That was the time I actually had a strong reaction. When I just did find out, it was my mom who came and told me. I was laying down and I had a reaction that maybe lasted, a couple minutes, and from there I was like, I need to make calls. I need to tell all these people who have been telling me, hey, what's going on? And I knew I had to tell my brother and sister just because they're so important in our lives. I really wanted to be strong for all my family, all my friends, just everybody who I knew this was going to affect. One thing that I still find funny, that when I made calls, I told everybody I'm sorry. I don't know why. I feel like it's complicated. One thing I told my mom is that I've never been happier. Before, I wanted a big career, wanted, do great things, try to surround myself around people, Again, I struggled through so much that I didn't have, the most, the goals that felt like were mine. My aunt, who's, didn't always look happy with her own life, now is always smiling, and I always want to be with her now. It's just, they've changed along with me through all of this, so even though it honestly sucks to have cancer, it sucks to go through all of this, to be sick, having to be in bed for so long, I feel like I've got a lot of blessings out of it, and I still want to join the military. I still want to later study to also be a teacher and continue doing medical stuff through the military, but I feel like I have goals that make more sense for me, and I'm doing so much more for me now that I'm battling something that it has to be for me. It can't be for anybody else.